India is on a roll, winning yet another series. A shocking announcement of retirement by Lizelle Lee. One of the Cricket Associations vouched to pay both men and women equally. The Women's Big Bash League declared their schedule for the season, and a South African favourite wins the ICC Player of the Month. Hello, I'm Chandni and I welcome you to the weekly briefings, quickly updating you about the top news from women's cricket for the week that went by. You already know the headlines, so let's get to the details right away. After winning the T20 series, Team India continued their dominance and won the ODI series against Sri Lanka as well. In the third ODI, India put to bat first, set a target of 255 runs. Opener Shefali Verma began the innings well, supported by Yasmita Bhatia. But by the 19th over, India seemed in trouble with 5 wickets down, just crossing the 100 mark. Then walk in Harmanpreet Kaur and Kaur-Vastrakar, attacking with a partnership of 97 runs. Kaur with her 75 runs and Vastrakar with her 56 gave India a strong score to protect. The Indian bowlers put pressure on the Lankan batters with lots of dot balls in the second innings. By the 35th over, Sri Lanka had 155 runs on the board with 8 wickets down. The right-hander pair of Nilakshi De Silva and Rashmi De Silva did try to rebuild the Sri Lankan innings with a partnership of 28 runs. In fact, Nilakshi remained unbeaten at 48 runs, eventually losing out on partners in the 48th over. That is, Sri Lanka were all out in the 48th over with 216 runs on the board. So all in all, it was a convincing win for the Indians. South Africa's star batter Lizelle Lee announces retirement from international cricket. Now this one came in as a surprise. Lizelle Lee played the Taunton Test against England just some days back. She's in the South African squad for the 3 ODIs and also part of the Commonwealth Games squad. So Lee's decision to retire with immediate effect is quite shocking. Lee took to Twitter to announce her retirement, expressing her desire to continue playing domestic cricket. In her career of 8 years, she has played 101 internationals with a bag full of over 3,000 runs, which include 23 50s and 3 centuries. She has played 82 T20 internationals and is the only South African player to make a century in this format. Well, too bad we won't be seeing much of Lizelle Lee anymore on international grounds because she sure was a player with some amazing class. New Zealand to pay men and women cricketers equally. New Zealand Cricket, 6 major associations and the New Zealand Cricket Players Association have all made a landmark agreement, wherein professional women and men cricketers will receive the same pay for the same work on the same day. Yes, I said it correctly. This is a 5-year deal, the first ever seen, which will see the White Ferns and the domestic women players receiving the same match fees as the Black Caps and the men's domestic players across all their formats and competitions. This was done mainly on the advice of the gender pay expert Yolanda Betty. Women players will also receive equity in matters such as travel and accommodation and the wider playing and training environment. Precise details of salaries are on our website, so you can head to www.womenscrickzone.com if you want to know more. ICC announces 100% Cricket Superstars campaign ahead of the Commonwealth Games. Among the many firsts that we are seeing in women's cricket is the 100% Cricket Superstars campaign, which will promote top 5 players from the top 5 playing nations. This is an exciting time for women's cricket where there are big international events back to back. The Commonwealth Games are just around the corner, followed by the first ever Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup in January and then the Women's T20 World Cup. And we all know how the popularity is only shooting upwards. Remember when I told you that the Women's World Cup had a record-breaking digital audience? So this initiative by the ICC is to optimize on this particular sector of sports, especially with such significant events taking place. The inaugural campaign includes
Sophie Eccleston from England, Amelia Kerr from New Zealand, Hayley Matthews, West Indies, Shefali Verma, India, and Laura Woolward from South Africa.
This initiative is fan-led too. Eventually, there will be an amazing squad of 11 that will be declared based on the fan votes. So I'm sure cricket fans around the world are going to love to watch this. Cricket Australia announces schedule for the 8th season of the Women's Big Bash League. 14 metros and regional venues will host 59 matches of the Women's Big Bash League across Australia from October 13 to November 27. Two-time champions Brisbane Heat will face Sydney Sixers to kick-start the 8th season at the Great Barrier Reef Arena in Mackay. And the defending champions Perth Scorchers will start their campaign at the Blacktown International Sports Park in Sydney on October 16. Venues for the final series are yet to be announced and will be named in due course of time. Karp re-signs with Perth Scorchers for the 8th season. All-rounder Marzan Karp was a crucial player for the Scorchers' maiden Women's Big Bash League title in the 7th edition. After representing Sydney Sixers in 83 fixtures in 6 seasons, Marizan Karp joined the Perth Scorchers last year. And in her 14 matches, she took 12 wickets and also won the Player of the Final against the Adelaide Strikers. Clearly, in this case, both the player and the team are happy to continue their relationship. Marizan Karp named ICC Player of the Month for the month of June. Continuing with the Marizan magic, South African all-rounder Marizan Karp won the ICC Player of the Month for June because of her stellar efforts in the one-off test match against England. In the test match, she scored 150 runs in the first innings and an unbeaten 43 in the second innings, which made sure that the test ended in a draw. She picked her fellow player Shabneem Ismail and England's all-rounder Natalie Skeever to win this title. On that high note, I shall take your leave. Do let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Until next week, remember, think positive and be happy.